So this is Cadwell. This is Sunday morning warm-up for BMW's Premier 1000 Championship, and we've got a sighting lap and a flying lap. So I'm going to take you around the sighting lap and the flying lap, and on the flying lap I'm going to slow the video down in a couple of places to give you some tips. So we're going into the hairpin now, which is first gear and up to second for barn, through barn and down the start finish straight, which is going up to fifth on my bike, and down to fourth for coppice, staying in fourth, up the hill through Charlie's 1, over the crest and changing down before Charlie's 2, and then down Park straight and all the way up to sixth gear down here. You can't actually get flat out in fifth because the bike wants to wheelie, so you just keep chucking the gear at it so you can keep the throttle pinned. This is Park, down 3 gears to third, and from here I'm staying in third all the way around Chris Curve, all the way through the gooseneck until it's time to change to second gear for the downhill left-hander at Mansfield. So we're approaching the gooseneck now. Always got to be careful on the left side of the tyre here, especially when it's cold. There's not many lefts on this circuit. It goes off camber there. There's a lot of crashes at the top of the gooseneck for that reason. So second gear here. Now we're flying up to the hairpin, which I take in first. It helps slow the bike down, keeps a nice tight line, and gives you maximum acceleration on the way out, and it stops the wheelies as well. Up to second, and it's second through the left right, the base of the mountain, and then second up and over the mountain. Some people change up to third for Hall Bend, but I keep it in second. The bike's easier to turn in third, but I find it a little bit lazy. I like the bike screaming. And now we're coming up to the hairpin, which is first gear. Got to be careful, there's a really high curve there which I ground my bike out on before and crashed. And it's also a very easy corner to crash because it feels so slow, so you take more risks there. So we're on the start of the flyer. This track feels so fast on 1000, it takes a while to acclimatise to the speed. Now we're braking at the first service road there. I'm going to turn in hard at the second service road. The track goes really steeply uphill here, so you've got to carry a lot of momentum. It takes your breath away how fast you can get through there. Stay out to the left hand side of the track so you can get a good turn into Charlie's 1 and squirt it hard up and over the hill for Charlie's 2. Now we've got to power through Charlie's 2 onto the straight. There's a bump going onto the straight which is a bit nasty. You've got to watch the front end there. And now we've got to go right over to the right hand side of the track to get a good straight line braking for Park. Now this feels absolutely ballistic. You've got braking markers on the left, I brake just at the 2. Proper hard braking here, really hard. But here you've got to carry a lot of momentum through this corner, so you've got to let go of the brakes as soon as you can. Use all the track coming out. Just keep accelerating towards Chris Curve. Just ease off a little bit and straight back on the throttle. Now I'm mainly staying on the right hand lane with the 2 bits of tarmac all the way around. Then I pick the bike up and squirt it to the left hand side of the track for a bit of speed before I turn into the gooseneck. Quite easy, right, left. Now down into Mansfield. Don't want to use too much of the track coming out of here, because you need to get over to the left for the chicane, which is just one of them corners you've got to be steady through. You can probably lose more time than you can gain through a corner like this. And now we're approaching the mountain. Now from a spectator's point of view, this is the best bit of Cadwell, but from a rider's point of view, it's not really that impressive. It's just a left-right corner leading onto a straight, and the straight just so happens to have a bit of a bump on it. Now it's important to get a good drive at the bottom of the hill because you can't accelerate when the bike goes light or off the ground. And now I'm looking out for the change in tarmac, which is my braking and turn marker. It's a real effort to get the bike through this flick left, right, left, right. You've got to use your feet and your hands, but it's important now to get right over to the left-hand side of the track before you turn into the hairpin. Now it's downhill, you're hard on the brakes, it's easy to lose the front here, or high side out when the track is greasy. Now I'm up to second. Now barn is a downhill right-hander. Feels horrible going in actually, but it's a really important corner because it leads down the start finish straight, which is the fastest bit on the track. Cadwell may be fast, it may be dangerous, it gives you blisters, it puffs you out, but it's one of the most spectacular tracks in the world, and I love it.